Hey. Welcome to Money Matters Monday. Right here on Speaking from the Purple Couch, every single Monday, we are talking all things money. Growing your wealth, leveling up your finances, and building the future you deserve. This is your time, so let's get into it.
Hello and welcome back. It's so good to have you here. What are we talking about today? Well, if I have a question for you, let me ask you something honestly. If I looked at your bank account right now, would I find a charge you forgot about? Something small, something automatic, something you didn't even realize was still coming out? Because most people will say yes. And I will say yes, and some more yeses. I had to go through this process, going into Google, going into Amazon, and really going into my bank accounts to see what is on auto pay and really auto take away out of my bank accounts. So welcome to Money Matters Monday, where we make money make sense. I'm not a financial advisor, but I am a CEO of a nonprofit focused on educating, elevating, and empowering. And today we're talking about something small, but yet it quietly turns into a big problem. Subscriptions. What a subscription really is. Okay, let's define this clearly. A subscription is any service that charges you automatically on a recurring basis. Now that would be monthly, weekly, or yearly. And the key word here is automatic. Automatic. Yes. That means once you sign up, the money keeps coming out, whether you think about it or not. So let's think about this. What is subscription creep? And how to stop it before it wrecks your budget, because it can wreck your budget. I didn't realize how things was coming out, and then I didn't have enough money to cover things I know that I'm supposed to be paying, because I'm like, wait a minute. It's like my bank account is bleeding. What is going on? What is taking money out of my account that I'm not fully aware of is bringing down my balance, where I'm thinking I have one balance and then I look and it's much lower. So here's why this matter, that this is a problem. Okay. Subscriptions don't feel expensive, but they're small. It could be $7 here, like Netflix, like, I had things like apps that I no longer had on my phone that was still taking money out. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I haven't used that app in forever. And I thought I deleted it. I did delete the app, but I thought I had canceled the subscription. And sometimes you have to really do it once or twice, okay? Because some of them try to be real slicky and start charging you again. But again, because they're small, the $7 here, $12 there, $15 somewhere else, because they're kind of spread out monthly, quarterly, or something like that, you don't feel the total impact, but your bank account does, because then you start really taking notice of, hey, whoa, what's going on here? Why is something leaking out of my account? And you finally realize you have to do some process of elimination. Okay. So let's make this real. Let's say you have a streaming service, because we're going to go over some. Look at all this. Look at all these subscriptions, and you will be totally surprised when you start adding up all that money. Because I started adding it up, and I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Some things I had to cancel that I did have and was aware was being taken out. But some things I had to cancel. I had to downsize on my subscriptions. That's right. So say you have the streaming service, you have the music app, you have the fitness app, then you have the ones you forgot about. And as you see right here, with this example is saying this person was paying $1,700. Do you know that is a rent? That is a mortgage. $1,700. 777-9311. Come on now. So all of this can add up and does add up. So if you just even had the four things I talked about, the streaming service for 15, the music app for 10, a fitness app for 20, one app you forgot about for $8. That's like over $50 a month. And that's like $600 a year. Who could not use $600 a year, especially during these times, honey? And here's the real question. Are you using all of those consistently, or are you just paying for them? Because I was just paying for them. I was not using all of this stuff consistently, and I had to realize that. So here's why this slips past people. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't physically pay it. You don't see it happening. So your brain doesn't really register that it's spending. You are actually spending without you hitting a button. And it's consistent. So let's talk about how to fix this, okay? Because we're going to learn how to fix this today. Step 1. Check your last 30 to 60 days. Go into your bank account, scroll through your transactions, look for anything repeating. I did this. Step 2, identify recurring charges. Anything that shows up more than once. That's a subscription. Number 3, step 3, ask one question. Do I actually use this regularly? Not, do I like it? Do I use it? That is key. That is key. Okay, just like when it says, is it something I want or something I need? Okay, we're doing this balancing act here. Is it something I like, or is it something I actually use? Then step 4 is to cancel immediately. If the answer is no, I don't really use this thing, cancel it. No hesitation. But then also the answer could be, I use it, but not as frequent, or I use it and I really don't need it. And that too can draw an answer of no to cancel. We doing cancel season, okay? And so then you need to cancel these things. That's how you stop wrecking your budget, okay? Let's look at this. This is just something you can consider. Your fixed monthly costs, you can start breaking things down like this. Your fixed monthly costs, then you have your monthly financial goals, because you always want to have some type of financial goal with your savings, retirement, and paying off credit cards. Then with your flex spending costs, you see the list right here. And this is from LearnVest. And some of those things you can change the monies, with your flex spending, because a lot of it is considered discretionary. And sometimes you just don't have any discretionary monies to do the things that you want to do. So in that flex spending, sometimes that's where those subscriptions hide. So we have to make sure that we are on top of these things. This is not about cutting everything. This is about being intentional. And if you're going to spend money, make sure it's actually serving you, not just draining you or just hanging around because, I may use it. I maybe tomorrow, may next. If it's not serving you, if you may use it, may not use it. No, it's got to go. So now I also want to show you a more secure way to auto flow chart. Okay, this is the flow chart. Of course, you're going to have your main checking account where certain things come out, auto, card payment, rent, and for those who have student loans, and your secondary checking. Because now I am separating, I have about 4 checking accounts from 4 different banks. So now I'm separating what checking account or what bank handles what, because this is now going to be my mindset. So I have one bank that is going to handle everything car related. Okay. I have another bank that is going to handle rent or mortgage. Okay. And then I have another bank that's kind of like miscellaneous type of things. And then I have one where I have a side business. And in that bank, I have a personal checking and a business checking. And my business checking is going to handle all of those auto payments for the software or the apps that I use regarding my business. So I have compiled all those things that I use and need for my business in one account where it's easy now where income coming into that business account, and then I know and understand what is coming out, and there's things that I can write off. So they're all in one place now. Because first they were kind of like in this bank, it's taken out of this bank account, taken out of that bank account. I couldn't keep up with what was going on. So now, I more so have a system. I have a flow chart based on bank accounts. Okay. So let's have a challenge for this week. I want you to go through your first 30 days of transactions. Find at least one subscription that you are not using and cancel it. Okay. This is instant money back in your pocket. If you found one, comment, I stopped the leak. And I'll see you next Monday. Money Matters Monday. Now, I want to say this is that as you go through your bank accounts and you pulling these subscriptions and discovering these subscriptions, always keep in mind that the goal is to be debt-free, but also to save and to take control of your finances. And remember, I am not a financial advisor, but I am a CEO of a nonprofit focused on educating, elevating, and empowering. And I want you to win with money.
Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.